Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Caldwell Pope. Empty that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 5. Zubac kicks to Jackson. The dish to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. And here's Gasol outside. Batum grabs the miss.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. The Williams is checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a change. Horton Tucker's checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Outside, Batum. Just 3 to shoot. The 11-footer keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Leonard looking over the floor. Outside Williams. Fires high post. Outside for Batum. Here's Zubac. Outside Williams. Batum finds Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Tries yet again. No good from Zubac.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Kuzma passes to Horton Tucker. To end the drought. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Inside. Makes it off the glass. Caruso's got his second basket of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Williams passes to Jackson. The kick out to Williams. Outside Jackson. There's the 3. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Lakers trail by 8. Here's Caruso. Some solid defense there from Jackson. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Patterson. Nails the baby hook. Patterson's got his first points of the game.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Matthews scanning the floor. Here's Horton Tucker. Offline with his 3. Now Jackson. Zubac kicks to Morris. For 3. And no good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Patterson passes to Zubats. Goes up the baseline. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over to the left wing. Fires for 3. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Here's Horton Tucker. And right on target. Good. Horton Tucker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. It's George on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Horton Tucker. Harrell down low. Patterson's there. Now here's Harrell. Patterson defending. Count the basket.
He's not your prototypical high-flying roll man, but Marc Gasol, no doubt, can get it done.
Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Lakers trail by 8. Here's Horton Tucker. Out to Kuzma. Up again. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from George. Patterson finds George. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That shot, no good.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Here's Horton Tucker. Caruso kicks to Harrell. No good from outside.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Lakers trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Stolen. And it's the Lakers on the break. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Here's Kuzma. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George. He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
A 3 ball. Rebound by the Clippers. 52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He's got a clear path. Pushing it up. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Schroeder.
Ice in his veins. Schroeder knows how to deliver when it matters the most.
Williams dishes to Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
The Lakers with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Schroeder, and the shot goes in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
The shot by George, wide open. The Clippers rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. No good there. Here's Caldwell Pope. It counts.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
Batum wide open. He fires. Can't connect. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
make sure the community knows what you're doing on the court. So just you're not doing it for no reason. It will help you out in the long run to hopefully let you get drafted into the 2K League.
Awesome words of wisdom there. Thank you so much for joining us.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Marquise Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Now Middleton after the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. And Antetokounmpo.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Outside Holiday. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
Schroeder outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Out to the wing, to the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Caldwell-Pope passes to Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Horton Tucker's checked in. Antetokounmpo against Kuzma. Here's Lopez. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Morris. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Bucks leading by 5. Picked him clean. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Finished off the break. He's got 6.
You can see how Schroeder's eyes get big whenever he has a chance like that. Surprising from the point guard position.
Antetokounmpo against Kuzma. Feeds to Lopez. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one here. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Powered down with both hands.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now here's Giannis. He has 6. Clock is at 3. Over Morris. Antetokounmpo, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Horton Tucker. Out to Kuzma. Nobody near Schroeder, and he hits it to tie the game up. Schroeder's got 9.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Connaughton, and the layup's good off the glass. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Morris. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Portis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Matthews. Marcus Gasol is out there with Harrell. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. Here's Caruso. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caruso's got his first 2 points.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And Middleton kicks to Portis. Let's see some of the numbers here for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Rodions Kurucs. He's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Outside Matthews. The 3. Pass to Gasol. And stolen by Portis. Middleton inside the 3-point line. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Middleton. Harrell the pass to Caruso. Harrell trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. Bucks leading by 7. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Forbes can't get it to go.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Nice move. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Nora, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Count that one. Caruso's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Kuruc. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded closely. Just 3 to shoot. Forbes the pass to Moore. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Here's Harrell. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1. Harrell doesn't really force many things. It's a lot of baskets on the roll where he's around in close to make an impact offensively.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 8.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Caruso looking for an opening. Lets it go from deep. Middleton against Kuzma. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer no good. And so Gasol will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's DiVincenzo.
Come on.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Kicks to Holiday. From deep. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Schroeder. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Schroeder's got 11 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton, defended by Gasol. Offensive rebound. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Lakers trail by 7. Schroeder, right side. It's up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's tipped. Holiday looking for an opening. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Connaughton passes to Lopez, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Middleton subbed in for Drew Holiday. Schroeder dishes to Harrell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Think about a player like Harrell, who sometimes maybe the environment around him is really helpful for him to realize his full potential in the NBA. His teammates certainly feed off his intensity.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 10. And here's Matthews from the arc. Offensive rebound.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
Milwaukee's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Middleton with it. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Morris kicks to Matthews. No good on the 3. Milwaukee leading by 8. Connaughton passes to Portis. From the arc, drains the three-pointer. Forbes has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Caruso. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
For 3, Middleton. It's off. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with the 9-point lead to end. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Harrell is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Matthews, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
Here's Caruso. The teardrop falls in.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Passes to Karuch. Fires the three. The shot comes out, and the Lakers going the other way now. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Karuch.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Both good from the line that time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closer. It's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Caruso. Good D by Holiday. Bucks leading by 7. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the pass to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Here's Caruso. Here's Harrell. And Harrell steps it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lopez grabs the board.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Kicks it out to Giannis. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. Harrell with it. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Harrell, that's good.
Not just Harrell, not the first guy you think about, but he comes through first class.
And here's Holiday. Caruso grabs the miss.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Caldwell Pope softly drops in the floater.
And there you go, a confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
.153 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Pass to Caruso.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Fades back. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Caruso. Morris outside. Harrell trying to free himself up. Harrell on the foul.
And this one's shaping up to maybe be a heap of points for Harrell.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Poke loose. The kick out to Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open from outside off the mark. And here are the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Here's Caruso. The Lakers rebound. Morris passes to Harrell. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Probably a little close. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
25. Count it.
Candace Parker was the #1 overall WNBA draft pick back in 2008. And since then, she's been blazing trails and inspiring young women.
And as a part of our ongoing series on social justice and in honor of Women's History Month, she is back this week.
But traffic in New York City making its way back. And
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Lakers starting group. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You tell me, how do you defend that? If Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Harden surveying the D. A three-pointer off the mark. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Kuzma. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make...
Oh, the power on that Schroeder!
Wow. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Schroeder. Jordan with the rebound. Kuzma against Harden. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Schroeder, finished off the break. Schroeder's got 6 points here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. It's Harden with the drive.
Oh. I mean, come on. He's playing with the juggling act. I mean, he's so clever with the ball in his hands, just a master at creating space for himself.
Here's Schroeder, and he banks in the layup. He's got 8. Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harden against Schroeder. Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, flat out. I mean, I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there. Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually, he drops those in between jumpers.
So, for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Harrell kicks to Caldwell Pope. Fires from the wing. They get it back. There's the pass to Horton Tucker. Los Angeles with another miss. Nets trail by 7. Claxton the pass to Griffin. Outside Irving from 15 feet away. On the wing, Irving. 6 on the shot clock. On target from 13 feet. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Morris with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 10. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Here's Caruso. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Harrell missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Missed inside.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Markieff Morris. He's out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Matthews in at the 2-guard spot. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From outside the arc, Harrell. It's good on the putback.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Johnson outside. Griffin trying to get open, and the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Since the All-Star break, this group has been on fire. Here are the field goal percentage leaders for the season's second half. Andre Jordan, number 1. The 4th spot held by Montrezl Harrell.
What a shooting exhibition it's been for these two players during that stretch. I mean, nearly automatic for both.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. And the basket by Harden.
This is what great size in the backcourt gives you, the ability to equally challenge the defense on all 3 levels. Harden is incredible.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Nobody near Schroeder. Offensive rebound, and Gasol able to finish. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And this is why you got to put a body on Gasol. Great size and anticipation on the glass.
It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Schroeder outside. Snatched away. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball, and he comes up with the deuce. And now just a 2-point Laker lead.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Here's Schroeder. Matthews scanning the floor. Kicks it to Harrell. Lots of room. Again, the Lakers.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Harden outside. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. And the jam by Harden.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and it is like watching a volcano erupt.
Schroeder outside. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, right to the rim. You know, once Gasol gets this close, he commits to flush.
Harden against Matthews. Here's Jordan. Harden right side. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. A 3 from Matthews. With the putback. And Kuzma stays with it. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Second chance shot, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. And the Lakers also making a change. Caldwell Pope checked in. There's the lob to Harden. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there it is for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Nets trail by 6. Harden with it. 18 points for him. And good that time. Harden's got 20 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
The rebound by Jeff Green. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. It was Dennis Schroeder setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 10 points. You knew when the Lakers landed Davis's team would. And
after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Jordan finds Harris. Well, the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Well, I bet.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Puts it up. Brooklyn with the rebound. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Brown the pass to Green. Rejected by Gasol.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. The Lakers also changing it up. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot is good. Irving's got 8 points.
Look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Here's Caruso. And the 3 off target. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now, here is Irving, and it's in there. Irving's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
True, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol, so he gets them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Irving. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
Here's Caruso, covered by Irving. Harrell. The tray. Kept alive. Out to Morris. Pass to Horton Tucker. Lakers working the ball around now. Shot clock at 3. Here's Harrell. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Horton Tucker. Los Angeles with another miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
Here's Morris. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Caruso's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. For Los Angeles, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Matthews, no one around him. The Lakers rebound. Harrell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Schroeder
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Harden, and he gets the bucket. Harden's got 24.
Now look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring through.
Here's Schroeder. No good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Lakers ahead as they end the 3rd quarter on a 15-6 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Lakers leading by 9, and on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Matthews in at the 2 spot. Harris drives in. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Schroeder against Harden, and that one's good. Schroeder, and the Lakers lead by 9.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arms length from the bucket.
Harden can't hit.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And yes, it's good. Kuzma's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
Just a ferocious competitor. I like seeing Kuzma go right at the defense like this. Such assertiveness.
Here's Harden, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And he makes both free throws.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Harden against Schroeder. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Harden up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Harden.
Oh, that's a good way for Harden to keep the D off balance. Use the mid-range area.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Clock at 6. Outside for Gasol. No good on the triple. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Brown dishes to Jordan. Green left side. Gasol with the steal. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Schroeder outside from downtown. They get it back. Kuzma outside. To the wing on the left. There's the triple. The shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harris finds Jordan. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
It's Schroeder with the drive.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Wesley Matthews. Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 34 points.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And that one's good. Schroeder. And the Lakers lead by 9. For the Nets, this one not looking good. It's Harden with the drive. Harris outside. Brown kicks to Harris from past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He gets that one.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Los Angeles.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dennis Schroeder.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Hot shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
From deep three-point range. And so the Lakers take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Launch a women's pro league. And what they needed more than anything else was stars. Playing for the LA Sparks, Lisa became a household name. She was dominant on the court, and on top of that, she had the charisma to fit a star. And by the next year, she was on every poster.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, and the Clippers starting five. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubac in at the center position. And for the Lakers, Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol in at the five, roaming the paint. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. But whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. George makes it off the glass.
I love the activity. George is not just a perimeter player, folks. You can depend on him down low, too.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
George passes to Zubac. And George, here we go. Tries again. Outside for Batum. Jacks up a three. And George is good for three. George has got 5 points so far.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
This one for three, and it's Schroeder missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lets it go from 14, and George gets it to go. He has 7.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell-Pope. And again, no good by the Lakers.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Outside for Batum. Jackson has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Lakers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And it's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The Lakers making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Paul George. And here is Williams. Following Kyle Kuzma's 3. Williams got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. A wide open look here for Kuzma. A miss that time, would have put him up. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
Boy, you look at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is a wonderful defender, and you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Patterson. 6 on the shot clock. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Patterson.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
Here's Schroeder. Misses the 3. The Clippers in the lead. Williams dishes to Patterson. Pass to Leonard. 1:06 left in the first. And the wide open shot from Morris bangs home the trifecta.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Inside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets it go with the three. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
They get it back.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
To the middle. Morris passes to Kuzma. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kuzma's got 5 now. Right side Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. Live from the Staples. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle...
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on the...
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Montrezl Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Matthews, and it's Caruso in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Clippers leading by 6. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Stripped away. Now the Lakers on the break, and Harrell slams it in.
Possessing great mobility at his size, Harrell runs the floor like a deer.
And here's George. He's got 11. Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Lakers passing it around. They're running. Passes it to Mann. And that one drops. Mann's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Shot clock at 2 from deep. George. The Lakers with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams in for Paul George. Clippers leading by 8. Now the pass to Patterson. Williams against Kuzma. Kennard on the wing. Down low. Here's Patterson, and Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Harrell on the foul.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Williams passes to Patterson. Here's Kennard. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Caruso. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Stolen away. Gasol looking around. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Caruso kicks to Kuzma. And here's Matthews for the 3. Knocked loose. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Mann. Back to Kennard. Pass to Patterson. And Gasol sends it back. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mann, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Williams outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Clippers leading by 8. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Kuzma outside. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George looking over the floor. And the pass to Jackson. High post, Zubac. The dish now to Leonard. Over Morris. Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Caldwell Pope outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Outside for George. Clippers moving the ball around. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Nobody near Schroeder. They get the rebound. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Buries the long-range jumper. Caldwell Pope's got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers. George with the bounce pass. Good on the shot. Morris has got 5 now.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope, and here we go. Here's Horton Tucker, and Harrell slams it in.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane, and he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
And George with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Over Caldwell Pope. George, no good. Lakers trail by 7. Morris passes to Horton Tucker. Back to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Jackson passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the shot is long. Lakers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as much as 10. To the left wing. Here's Patterson. On the wing, Morris. Back to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
And the thing about Williams, sometimes he doesn't look like he's moving all that fast, and then bam, there go the Jets.
To the left side wing. Here's Horton Tucker. And the Lakers with another miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Feeds it to Patterson. On the wing, Jackson. Over Matthews. Jackson misses. Right side, Matthews. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're deep. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris. Then it's Matthews, and it's Caruso in at the 1 spot.
And the way Mark plays, similar to his brother Powell, a soft shooting big man with phenomenal length.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Williams scanning the floor. And Patterson kicks to Batum. Back to Patterson. Schroeder against Williams. It's stolen by Schroeder. And stolen by Williams. Here's Jackson. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And the Clippers lead by 7. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Jackson passes to Patterson, and that one drops for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Jackson finds Patterson. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
Rejected by Gasol. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Clippers also making some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Patrick Patterson. And Georgia subbed in for Jackson. For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Williams. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
Lakers trail by 10. Schroeder, left side. Caldwell-Pope outside. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Out to Morris. No one near him. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Schroeder passes to Gasol. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Over to the left wing. Here's Kuzma. That 3 off the mark.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
George against Schroeder. And stolen by Kuzma. Now the Lakers on the break.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell-Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
Pass to Batum. And Leonard has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
1:07 left in the game. Deflects the pass. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Kuzma kicks to Caldwell Pope. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Back to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Zubats. George finds Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was all right, David. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Gasol outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. DiVincenzo against Caldwell-Pope. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Lopez against Gasol. Caldwell-Pope feeling it out a bit. Los Angeles with another miss. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And that one's good. Schroeder. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Pelicans.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Schroeder against Holiday. Here's Morris. The putback, and Gasol able to finish.
Great anticipation by Marc Gasol, really known for defensive rebounding, but he did it that time on the offensive glass.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's Schroeder missing.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
On the wing, Holiday. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Over Caldwell-Pope. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lakers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Kuzma outside. Lopez with the steal. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Middleton outside. Good.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Schroeder. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Lakers. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The pass to Caruso. With 1 on the clock.
That's nice defense by Bryn Forbes. He's a gamer. He's going to give you whatever he has.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Bucks leading by 6. Here's Forbes. Kicks it down to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. Horton Tucker with the rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Caruso, the pass to Matthews. Misses from close range. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Connaughton. Offline with his 3. Lakers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And Matthews kicks to Harrell. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Morris against Portis. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. Out to Morris. 3-pointer. Passes it to Horton Tucker. On the wing, Morris. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Tucker with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Scooped up. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Caruso. No points in the game yet for him. And it's denied.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Tucker. Kuzma pulls it in.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Harrell down low. Defended by Portis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here is Forbes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Chalk up 2 there. Portis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Basket good. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Forbes, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You have to like that move by Forbes. The dribble drive adding dimension to his game.
Here's Caruso. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Forbes. And it comes off the front of the rim.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Caruso. But they recover it.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Forbes the pass to Portis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso. Schroeder surveying the floor. Over Holiday. It's a hand on it. Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got 4 points this quarter.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Harrell's energy is what helps him collect second chance opportunities.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Giannis gets it to go.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Schroeder against Holiday. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Schroeder.
He comes off screens like it's an agility course. Schroeder as elusive as they come.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Yes, that goes in. Lopez has got 6.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bucks.
Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. And it was on the heels of his MVP season that Giannis Antetokounmpo said he was at 61st.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Gasol at the center. Here's Lopez and the dunk by Lopez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Kuzma. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And the Lakers making a change here. Matthews is checked in. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Here's Caruso. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Bucks leading by 9. Holiday surveying the floor. Matthews with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Caldwell Pope. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Antetokounmpo inside. Morris is there. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. Lakers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Antetokounmpo against Caldwell Pope. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9-point game. And the Lakers turn it over again. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Milwaukee leading by 9. Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Matthews, the 3. Bucks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. He took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
He gets it in there.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Bucks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Holiday gets the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. And Matthews kicks to Caruso. Takes the 13-footer. Back to Matthews. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he recovers it. 2 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Marc Gasol. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Matthews. There's 31 seconds left in the third. He's guarded by Schroeder. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Caruso. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Constantly battling for rebounds, Harold is as relentless as they come.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
From deep. That one doesn't drop.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. That one falls.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bucks leading by 7. Now Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. For the 3. It's not going to go for him. And the Lakers take it the other way.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Horton Tucker's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Harrell with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And it's Schroeder missing. Milwaukee leading by 9. Holiday left side. The pass to Portis. Schroeder comes with the double team. That one drops for him. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's Kuzma. 3 on 3. And Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Passes it to Middleton. And here is Portis. Back to Middleton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. Lakers trail by 7. Schroeder with the ball. There's the dish to Harrell. Lopez with the block. One-on-one fast break. 3-pointer. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Schroeder. Los Angeles with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 7. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Schroeder, left side. Morris with the bucket.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good. Time running out for the Lakers. For 3. Gasol, that's a 2-pointer. That one wide left.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. That's why Dennis is so special. Tremendous poise when the game is on the line.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Morris with the rebound. And here's the Lakers. They trail by 6. Kuzma. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so the Bucks take the win. This was a hard-fought welt, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith.
This week in My Team News, Idols Series 2 packs. Headlined by Dark Matter Kevin Garnett, Galaxy Opal Larry Bird, and Galaxy Opal Paul Pierce, these packs have a little bit of everything. Plus, the final
taking place. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
So the Nets starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the two-guard spot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kuzma in at the three.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by the Nets. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Loud pass to Gasol. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things. That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Gasol slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Jordan. Oh!
DeAndre Jordan's athleticism is simply unreal. You want evidence? Go check out his posterization of Mr. Brandon Knight.
Harden against Schroeder. Clock at 6. Pass to Kuzma.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Basket counts. Irving's got 6. And now we're well past the All-Star break doors. Each game means that much more as we march towards the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, the playoff picture starts to come into a little bit sharper focus. Teams know it, and there's more attention paid to the standings every day that passes.
Morris with the block.
Well, the tools, the instincts to do this on a more regular basis are certainly there for Markieff Morris. He gets every bit of that one.
And they pick up 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Nobody near Irving. Again, Irving missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And here's Gasol outside. Doesn't go that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Schroeder outside, pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Gasol, and Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Here's Irving. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Schroeder outside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Brown out there with Tyler Johnson. Then it's Jordan, and it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And here's Matthews for the 3. A rebound by Johnson. Nets leading by 6. Brown the pass to Luau. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Johnson. They get it again. Nets shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. There's the 3. Luau's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Johnson kicks to Brown. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Brown's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Caruso. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Johnson attacking. There's the pass to Claxton. Back to Johnson. A rebound by the Lakers.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lakers trail by 10. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And here is Johnson. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow. Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Inside. Here's Harrell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
Johnson kicks to Griffin. Back to Johnson. Passes to Claxton. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Ah, they're going for the throat. Caruso, no good. Nets leading by 8. He lobs it up.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Caruso. That 3 off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And he's able to get it back. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And then for Brooklyn, Harris is checked in for Luau. Irving comes in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
The drive by Schroeder. Count that bucket. Schroeder's got 8. 5 seconds left in the first half. And a deep 3 from Harden. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. And...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. One-on-one fast break. Right wing. And stolen by Jordan. Green in the post. Guarded by Kuzma. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening. That's good from Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Morris passes to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams Slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Harden. Whoa!
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Schroeder finds Morris. And oh, the blocked shot grabs it out of the air. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Yeah, there isn't a bad shot for Kyrie Irving right now. His offensive attack is so versatile.
Schroeder outside. On the wing, Morris. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Schroeder, and it's blocked by Jordan. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Green. Second chance shot, and Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Caldwell Pope against Irving. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Matthews comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Count it.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Lakers trail by 19. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he banks in the layup. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Irving. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
Here's Horton Tucker. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets leading by 19. Harris outside. And stolen by Harrell. Here's Matthews. No good that time. Nice D from Griffin. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Brown kicks to Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Matthews with it. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Griffin. Tries again. And Harrell with the lay-in. Good.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown, He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Schroeder against Irving. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Yep, that one goes. Brooklyn leading by 17. Irving double team. Harris got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in. Harrell the pass to Horton Tucker. Off target from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's Harden for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Harrell missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Throws it up high, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Lakers trail by 17. Nobody near Schroeder, and it's off from three-point range. Bonnet shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Harden against Schroeder. Harden, no good. LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's good for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets leading by 15. Now Harden. Harris outside. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harris. And the layup falls. And the Nets lead by 17.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Schroeder against Harden. Puts up a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Loads it up there for Harrell.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Harden against Schroeder. Harden gets the bucket.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Here's Schroeder. Harrell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 16. And on the way from Irving for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Kyrie Irving.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And on the way from Irving for 3, he doesn't hit that one.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Now here's Schroeder. Kuzma outside. Here's Horton Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For your Lakers, Taylor Horton Tucker. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Irving. From deep three-point range, another miss by Irving.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.